Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice. I've been grinding all my life. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. What up, Keys? What is up, man? We're just getting started. We're just getting started, man. Happy Saturday. Welcome in. By myself. Mike got killed. Mike got stills. Mike got will. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? Welcome in. We're just getting started, man. How's everyone's Saturday going? Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. How's it going, guys? How's your Saturday? So pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice. Courtney, hi, Holly, how's it going? Welcome in, man. I went legit. Welcome in. Welcome. We're just waiting until we get some people in the room. How's it going? How's your Saturday going? You didn't miss anything. We're just starting, man. We're just starting. Welcome. Hey, Wayne. Please, a 101. How's it going? How's your Saturday? I hope it's Saturday where you're at. It just dawned on me the other day that if you're in Australia, that's not what day it is. Welcome in. Please tap that screen, share the live, show some love, man. We're doing reads today. Once we get some people in here. Good morning. I don't know, but we can toss on your energy, but I will never toss on, what's his name, Bradley, unless he gives me permission, honey. I'm glad you're here, though. Thanks for being here and sharing space. Welcome in, guys. Will Chris come back? You know, I don't know. We can toss, though. We're doing $10 reads once we get warmed up here. I will never toss for energy that is not in the room and not giving me permission. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. So, before we get started, as people are just kind of filing in here, we have a website. It's www.childofbalance.com. It's free to become a member. Becoming a member gets you exclusive access to coupons, to gifts, to points. It allows you to know when new things are loaded to the website, new services. So please check it out. We're not going to spam your shit, but we do post there every single Monday. There's a free toss that happens on that website every Monday, and then Wednesday and Saturday is everything under the sun spiritual. It could be practices, it could be meditation, it could be shadow work, it could be grounding, it could be herbs, bath teas, recipes, simmer pots. Valentina, does Joseph miss me? You know, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But if you want to read, link is in bio and you get added to the list. So we do things very ethical here. I will never toss on energy that does not give me permission and is not in the room. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Thank you. Welcome. Happy Saturday. So because of that, if your person is not giving me permission, we won't pull on them. But I can pull on you. And if something like that comes up, a reunion, a fling, a love, whatever, we can go there. But it has to be in your energy. I won't feel into somebody else. Here we go. Thank you so much for the likes. Tap that screen. Share the live, guys. So, I'm trying to give back one more time before me and Keys go duel on Sunday. But so today we're doing $10 reads, and then if you become a subscriber, your read is only $5. So half off. I don't know, but if you want, we got link in bio, we got Cash App and Venmo. Just come back, tell me that you donated and where you donated, and then that's how you get on the list. That's how you get on the list. Let's see what we got for collective today. Let's see what they want to do. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't know, we got a list though, you can hop on it. We got links in bio, Cash App, and Venmo. Let's see what this collective's got going on today, man. Welcome in, welcome in. You're being asked right now as a collective to stop chasing. To stop chasing after what you perceive as a want. And they're telling you to fully embody it. You need to fully grasp it. There's this like sense of defense that comes with your offense. And they're asking you to kind of let it go. To take a breath, because you're not often one that takes a breath. You need to break that cycle of needing to run full force after what you want. That grind, and this is the perfect song, that grind. There's a time and a place for grind, and then you need to really let go and enter that flow state. Thank you so much for the follow. You need to really enter that flow state. And they want you to start attracting things, but you have to get out of your own way. Somebody is holding on, this masculine energy is holding on so hard to everything in fear of losing it. Do you know what time my husband... Nope. I'm sorry. Can't help you out there. But there is this masculine energy that is holding on to old cycles and old people so much. A little bit of a mental battle going on. And they're just telling you to kind of let it go. You need to have some confidence and some trust and some faith that what you have going on is gonna come in for you. Oh shit, this is a good song. I don't like your girlfriend. You've been charging forward for so long, masculines. You have been charging forward with no rest. And they're saying that you need to take a pause. You need to pour into yourself right now. You do need to rest. Even though you feel like you don't. Because when you're looking at everything you have, you don't feel very abundant right now. But they're saying you need to take a harder look. And you need to find your balance. You're feeling a little bit uninspired, a little bit unconfident in yourself. But this is your mental fuckery. This is your mental trickery. And they're saying that you need to let that go. You need to put it aside. You're almost being distracted by the thought of having too many options, that you're not really honing on one. You're spreading yourself a little bit too thin. Because you're still chasing after this thought of what you think is success. And they're saying that you need to fully embody the success and it will find you. You won't need to run to anything. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So for those of you who are new to the room, we have a website. It is www.childofbalance.com. And it is free to join, become a member. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. It is free to join the website. It's in the link tree in the bio, www.childofbalance.com. We do free tosses every Monday over there. You can read about them for that week ahead. And then Wednesday and Saturday is actually when we post a lot of everything else spiritual under the sun. Practices, traditions, how-tos, herbs, teas, meditation, shadow work, breath work, sacred geometry, We bridge all of those gaps there, and crystals, and I mean, everything under the sun. And that's 100% free to you, and it's a great place to start your deep dives. But becoming a member, it actually lets you earn points for things you do on the website. And when you earn points, points equals percentages off of things. Thank you for the roses! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's points off, and that equates into money off for you. And we have coupons, we do sales every now and again, we do holiday things, and when that happens, it just benefits you. It'll never cost you money to become a member on the website, so just go ahead and do it. You're going to gain and never lose. We won't spam your shit. I don't like that. Ugh. No, we don't have time for that. Nobody's doing that bullshit. But you will be notified when cool shit loads to the website. We have new services and all this other stuff, money off. And so it'll only ever benefit you. And then you get to be a part of the Child of Balance community. So then we're trying to build this place where people can lean on each other, ask for advice, ask for help. You have tons of avenues to go down. It doesn't matter where you come from, where you've been. We're all headed to the same place, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. So please utilize that website. But the list is currently open. Keys, I'm going to open it up. It is $10 today for general tosses. Full warning, I do have mediumship abilities. So if during your pull your passed on loved one bursts through and spirit tells me to go there, we will go there. And we will go there until spirit is happy. If you are a subscriber, today subscriber reads are only $5. So if you're a subscriber, they're only $5. And if you are a non-subscriber, they're $10. Links in bio. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. So how's everyone's Saturday going? Are we enjoying it? My fave X06. Y'all's screen names are wild, dude. I thought mine was weird. Your screen names are wild, bro. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to tell you what. This divine masculine energy, and I don't know if it's someone in the room right now, but you're getting back to roots. And I mean really back to roots. Like back to that lovable, playful, wanting to kind of have fun with buddies kind of an energy. And they're talking about that you kind of were almost a little bit too serious for too long. And they're kind of throwing you as to reestablishing your childness. And I call it the nest. The core energies that are you is my nest. So it's literally talking about this masculine energy kind of embodying their child self and really just being tossed into it without warning. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like being thrown into it. I just like fast forward movement. Like you didn't even realize what happened. And then boom, all of a sudden you're here and you're like, holy shit. But this is something that Spirit is saying you really need to take a look at right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the gift. So much love. I love it. But this is something you really need to look at right now, my divine masculines. This is part of that karmic lesson for you. And it's hard because you had to grow up fast. I don't know. I'm sorry. I won't pull on Steve's energy because Steve's not in the room. It's unethical. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending time and popping in and feeling comfortable enough to ask me a question. And it's one of those things where it's like you've had to be an adult and you've had to pull it together and you've had to be serious and you have to be that go-getter for so long that it's almost like you came to that point where you're like, I gotta put childish things aside. And this seems to be a trend in the collective over the last week, is that they're now just realizing that it's one of those things that they can't keep aside any longer. You're being asked to revisit it. But you're being asked to revisit it so that you can reintegrate it back into what you as a whole. Yeah, fire your question away, honey. What you as a whole bring to the table. And this is what is actually going to cultivate. This is what is cultivating your success and victory. I feel like I truly popped in for a reason. Oh, you did. Divine timing and everything. I believe it wholeheartedly. My back has gotten chills on it. I believe it wholeheartedly. I believe it wholeheartedly. There's just this part of the masculine energy here today that just doesn't feel as successful. Like they don't feel like they're birthing something. They don't feel like they're creating something. I'm almost kind of hearing someone in my ear saying like they don't feel useful. And they gauge who they are and their value right now about, I don't know, we can pull on career if you want. $10 reads. Links are in bio. It's one of those things like they almost judge their self-worth by what they can do for others and what success is coming their own way. And when they aren't feeling successful because they just don't feel like they're worth things to others is really when they really start this mental battle of shitting on themselves. And masculines, you're being asked not to do this. You're being asked to release this self-perpetuated of literally being, I'm not enough, I don't have enough, I'm left out. This emotional turmoil, this heavy-weighted game that you are putting on your own shoulders. At some point or another, Brit, man, everybody overthinks. As a collective, very often, because of what we're taught, we are upper Dantian heavy. We really are. And then what happens is we get disconnected from our lower Dantian, our feelings, our gut, our emotions. There's just this disconnect and there's no bridge. You know what I mean? And it's part of it's our fault, you know. But as a collective, as a culture, what really happens is that it's taught, it's ingrained in us. And that's where a lot of people kind of like the label of being a curse breaker. There are tons of curses, and it can be a little thing that you break in your lineage, or it could be a huge thing. But whatever progress you make and you pass on is 1,000% worth it for everybody else in the collective. You know what I mean? You're just helping your lineage and the community as a whole. So, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. I appreciate all the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the comments. We are doing $10 reads today for non-subscribers. We have Cash App and Venmo. Links are in bio. And when you donate, just come back in, comment that you donated so you don't get missed, and that's how you get put on the list. If you are a subscriber, it's only $5 today. So same thing, Cash App and Venmo. Cash App and Venmo are in the link tree in the bio. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for 3,000 love taps. Thank you so much. Somebody in here is really just being asked to have patience. And it's almost like you're the only one. Excuse me, I'm a natural transmuter, so I burp sometimes. It's gross. You're like the only one who doesn't give you patience, doesn't show yourself grace. I get this sense that you have grace and understanding for a lot of other people that aren't you. But when it comes to you, it's almost like this aspect of like it doesn't exist here. Like it's this sense of like it, because it's for you, it doesn't, no. And holla back, girl. Oh shit. But they're just talking about they really want you to start putting your puzzle pieces together. And they're talking about you connecting the 3 aspects of yourself. Your mind, your body, your spirit. And they're talking about getting those things for you to slowly start. And they're stressing slowly because there's just this feeling like an all or nothing. You either hit the ground running or you're under the covers. You know, that's like kind of the vibe here. And it's one of those things they're telling you slowly, and they're so cautious to be like, slow it down. Because they don't want you to burn yourself out, and they don't want you to overly push your frustration. So they want you to start working to bridge these gaps. Thank you so much for whoever just viewed the website. Much love, much respect. Please join. It's only going to help you. Thank you. What's that movie? There's like a movie where like she like remembers names and she's like, Jessica. Like, I don't remember. That just popped in my head. That was the stupidest thing. But I just thought about that. I'm sorry. I won't go live with other people. But thank you so much for being in the room. It is much appreciated, your time and your energy that you're spending in here right now. But they're talking about like when you start bridging these spaces together for yourself is really when you're going to start unlocking all of these things that you really just have been a little bit fearful to tap into because it's the unknown for you. So they're talking about really just harnessing your authenticity, but for you, your authenticity, Rob Schneider movie maybe. It was something. She was like blonde. Yeah, it was something. But it's talking about how you're really just, you're fearing these you're almost like you're fearing your own potential, but not in like a very harboring, like could really super limit you. It's just like it's untreaded waters, so you're cautious. They're saying that you're like cautiously sticking like they're showing me an image of like someone sticking like a toe in the water and just testing it. So, but they're saying that actually when you do this and you start combining this bridge is really when you're going to start unlocking the parts of you that you're actually looking for. You're just not quite sure. You're like not quite unaware that that's what you're doing. But this is really all for you, just part of your sacred energy. And this is part of your journey to trust without having to see. And that's really easy to say. Everyone goes, well, just have faith. It's really hard in practice, especially if you're a logical, rational person where you keep your feet on the ground, your boots in the dirt, that kind of a thing. It's really easy to be like, oh, I'll trust it. And it's not as easy to actually put it into practice. Yeah, but that's a thing because what you're doing is you're placing your attention outside of yourself when you need to place your attention inside of yourself. Alrighty, guys. So the list is open. We're doing $10 reads today. Link is in the bio above. I'm going to clink some bells because my ass got rolling without clinking some bells. So this is your ear warning. We're going to clink bells to clear some energy. Get us back on track. Ear warning. Here we go. That might have been a little hard. I don't know if y'all heard that, because sometimes if I over clink them, it bloop the sound out. Tell me what I'm up to take. Just go ahead, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Alright, Coolio. The list is wide open, guys. The list is open. We're doing $10 reads tonight for non-subscribe. Tonight. Ooh, I zoomed way ahead. Where the hell was I? This afternoon. Oh, it's noon on the dot. We're doing $10 reads tonight. I just did it again. Wow, this is rough, man. This is rough. But we're doing $10 reads, and we're doing $5 subscriber reads. I don't know, hey GL, how's it going? How's it going, girl? I hope you're doing good this Saturday. I don't know, Melissa, oh, she blocked, all right, never mind. Welcome back. We're doing $5 subscriber reads, and we're doing $10 pulls for non-subscribers. Welcome in. No, I mean, hey, I trust your energetic fields, homie, in that respect, I trust it. You say they gone, man. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't know what to say your name was. 2 cat emojis, welcome in. I never know what to call the emojis. The list is open. We are doing $10 reads today. Excuse me. And we're doing $5 subscriber reads. We have Cash App and Venmo. After you donate, please come back in and just let us know that you donated and which one you used. That way I can make sure I check and you can get added to the list. I just don't want to miss anybody. Sometimes they sneak in and you don't see them, you know. Welcome in, welcome in. You know, I'll tell you what, some people, the hardest lesson they're going to learn this go around is really just to trust themselves. It's to not, like this energy, man, it's like they trust everybody else, but then when it comes to themselves, they question their life away. Like that's literally like this energy is just, this is their like one of their biggest, toughest lessons for them this go around is really going to be not only finding the balance between your masculine and feminine, which is like kind of everybody's kind of like goal is to stay balanced in all things, but it's actually learning to trust yourself. To trust yourself without those little baby seeds of doubt and without shitting on yourself. Because there are a lot of people, and I am one of the people who used to do it. I used to do it to myself all the time. Like, you know, like, well, I don't know, but, oh, I kind of suck, but, oh, that, and that's kind of this rhetoric that they're asking you to toss it to the side because really you're speaking spells over yourself and you don't realize it. The energy you're putting behind your words, every single cell in your physical vessel is listening. And they're saying you really just need to knock it off because it's not serving you the way that you think it is. It doesn't make you look humble. It just is you belittling yourself and Spirit's not really understanding why you're doing it because they're saying you're past that point. Welcome in, guys. We're doing $10 reads today, man. We're doing $10 reads, $5 subscriber reads. Thank you so much for all the love, all the time spent, for sharing energy, the love tabs. We're 5K already. Thank you so much for all the gifts. I saw people sending gifts in. Thank you so much. So if you want to get on the list, we have Cash App and we have Venmo. $5 reads for subscribers and $10 non-subscriber reads. Okay, they're collective. What up, Rooted? Okay, they're collective. We just did the collective. Call it like 15, 20 minutes ago. We just did the collective. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you saying the collective resonated for you? Because both, I greatly appreciate. I don't know. How's it going? They're just coming back to that. And me and Keys were talking about it. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad it resonated. It really just makes me feel good when people can get stuff out of the things that I am told to say and post. And I appreciate all that. I was talking to Keys, I don't know, like yesterday or something like that, and we were just talking about this, and Spirit's bringing it right back up right now, so someone needs to hear it. They're just reminding you not to dig up the seeds you planted in confidence and doubt. So you planted something in the dirt, right? With all the faith, love, and confidence that it would yield what you were asking for, what you were hoping for, right? And they're saying that don't go in your moment of doubt digging that up. Don't sabotage yourself. Self-sabotage can look like a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But sometimes it's the little things. Like some people always have these really grandiose examples of how you sabotage yourself, right? My left ear is ringing. All these grandiose examples of how you sabotage yourself. Thank you so much for the follow, Susie. But they're actually, like, my team breaks it down much simpler. My team actually starts talking about it's not one big moment where you shot yourself in the foot. It's every single day where you were walking around without shoes. It's that kind of a thing. It's like the small little decisions that you make builds like a snowball rolling down a mountain, and that is where you sabotage yourself, because you're sabotaging yourself every step of the way subtly. And they're saying you need to let that go. Don't go digging up what you planted in faith because you're having some doubt. Doubt is natural, but they're asking you to really not let it take hold of your mental space. Not let it take you for a ride. You can acknowledge it and release it, let it go. Like physically release it, let it go. A few steps. But you know what? That's kind of, I call it the roller coaster. That is what we do, right? Because the closest we can get to the gray area or the balance state that lies in between, you're going to be up in the highs and low in the lows. It's not spending too much time in one or the other. It's the presence of both. You know what I mean? I think of it as a pendulum. So if I'm dangling a pendulum, I don't use pendulums, so I don't have one, but if I'm dangling a pendulum, right, and I swing it to the happy side, and I swing it to the right for, I don't know, let's say 3 days. Well, then what happens is I let it go, and then it just crescendos to the left side for an equal amount. And then what happens is that now you're going through the, what I would call the swamp of sadness, the pit of despair, right? And you're sitting there and you're undoing all the time that you spent in the good because you stayed there too long. There was no balance in that. So that's what they're saying, that you have to spend equal time in both, but the longer you stay all the way in one side, the kickback is now you have to spend the equal amount of time in the opposite. But if you use that to your advantage, right? If you know you had a day of struggle, then what are you granted? What are you granted? A day of fucking mint beauty. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Hold on, guys. I think I saw someone donate. Susan? Susan, are you in the room? Are you back? Did you make it back? I saw you donated on Venmo, Susan. Susie, I am Susan. All right, Susie. How's it going, honey? How's it going? So, just as we get started, I don't know if this is your first time. I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I hope you're good. I don't know if this is your first time, but just some basic how-to rules. So I will never pull on somebody whose energy is not here. I find it unethical. So in this read, we will be reading for you. I am a medium, so I do have that ability. While I'm not way through and Spirit tells me to do it, we'll go there. Now at any time you have all of the say-so. So if you get to something you don't want to talk about, you can say pass, skip, and that's perfectly fine. Because for some reason, and while I've never given this download, like they're telling me there's something that comes up and you want to pass and skip, you have full authority to say, nope, please move on. And that's perfectly fine. We'll do that. I will respect your energy in that way. Now, the only question I have for you is, do you have a specific question you want me to feel into? Or do you want me just to toss and see what comes out for you? Up to you. Just let me know in the comments what you would like. If there's some specific thing you want me to feel into, I will. Or we'll just toss, see what comes out. Yeah, church. I know I threw a lot at you. I hope it wasn't too much. My career in real estate. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even tossed a card, and I have somebody here who's like, it'll be fine, but what do you really want to know? Like, this person, like I'm gonna call it, it's a feminine energy. She is very confident that you can do this, and you're fine. So I just think that's interesting to note, is that right off the bat, I have her in my right ear, and my back is getting cold, and she's literally like, you're going to be fine. Why do you not think you're not going to be fine? But her question to you is, but does it make you happy though? But does it make you happy though? Because I'll tell you what, in the cards out here, you don't seem like you're on your happiest of self right now. You don't. You have a left out. This is what I call my left out in the cold card. You're carrying a lot of burdens. You're carrying a lot of burdens. Something is weighing very heavy on you. You're not as super happy as you think you are. You're not using the best of collaboration. I'm not sure that this is necessarily maybe the healthiest environment, or if this is the external stress that you're putting on yourself. But this feminine for you is literally saying that my ear is ringing. This feminine for you is saying that this is not something that you can't do. This is very obtainable and easily obtainable for you. But it's almost like you're doubting your own ability. Yeah. I'm stressing myself out thinking I can't do this. She is not worried, and my back is freezing. She is not worried, hun. She is not even in the slightest. You're having a little bit of an internal struggle that you are being asked to bring awareness to, and your awareness to it is actually what will then help you to rebalance it, because you're slightly unbalanced right now. Like, this is supposed to be like, she's just talking about like mentally this is a big step for you. Like mentally this is a big step. Like she's almost making me feel like this would be goosebumps and hair standing up. That this would be one of these what me and Keys call a leap of faith, because it's outside your comfort zone, right? It's something new that you're taking a risk, taking a chance on. I'm going to be real honest, your feminine is like, no, she does not need to be worried. This is so within her capabilities. Like, she is saying that you are truly the one putting all of the pressure on yourself. She's asking you to have actually just a little bit more strength in this area. Just a little bit more strength in this area. There is going to be someone that's actually going to help you do this. I get this being like a physical kind of hand reaching out, and she's being asked that it might not appear to you that way, in that it might not present itself as so boldly or blatantly being like somebody going, I wish to help you, and then no. But she's saying that when help reaches your door, she's asking you to accept it. She's truthfully asking you to accept the help that comes to your door. She's saying there's going to be this pushback. There's going to be this pushback of you and your pride. Going, no, I can do this. And your need to prove it. And she's saying it's not, this helper is not there to make you feel as though you can't do it. This helping, guiding hand is actually allowing you to spread out your stressors, to spread out your burden of the weight of what you already are putting on your shoulders naturally. Does that make sense? So she doesn't want you to view it in a way of being like, well, if somebody helps, then I didn't do it myself. She's saying, no, it's the opposite. You're doing so well and you're not stopping that we are then going to send you a little baby helper so that way you can have a little breath time. You can have a little bit of a moment. And she's asking you just to really change your perspective on this. This job wholeheartedly is what it's gonna do is it's gonna allow you to bring in the opportunities that you're actually wanting. And I'm actually thinking financially. Thank you so much for everyone who just viewed the website. Much love, much love. But this need to trust yourself is actually one of your biggest transitions to date. And this is extremely hysterical because this is literally what we were just talking about in the collective. So maybe that was your energy that we were feeling into. But this is actually like a cycle for you. This belittling, or not belittling so much, but downplaying what you can bring to the table. And your feminine over here is saying, knock it off. This is well within your wheelhouse, but what do you actually want to know? Like, she was almost surprised that this is what you wanted. So I don't know if you have something like a little deeper seated that you want to know. But she was seemingly surprised that you were asking about this job. That you were asking about this move in that way, because in her mind it's a no-brainer and you got it. And when spirit has 20,000 times the confidence in somebody, then the only real problem is actually you, right? Like the only real problem is us mentally getting in our own way, lowering our own energy, and then physically getting in our own way by the mental state and the energy that we are putting within our vessel. So they're talking about if you can somehow allow yourself to not only trust the process, but know full heart that you have the nest to do this. This is your new fiery beginning. This is your transition. This is it. Death is not a bad card when it comes to my team. It's also your rebirth. It's your regrowth moment. You're being asked to take a new perspective, like what we just talked about, a new mental state, and you're going to be able to break this cycle that you have going on for yourself. That is this thought that you can't do it, because this lady has not a doubt in her mind that you can do it. Not a one, Let's see if we can switch up decks here. Because I feel like there's something just a little bit deeper. Because it took me back about how surprised she was that this was the question that you were asking about. You had me suicidal. There's just this piece of yourself that you're like locking. And this has a lot to do with this transitional phase, because once you wholeheartedly step into your physical power, like your physical power of getting shit done without questioning yourself, it's going to act as a rekindling of your inner flame. Your inner flame is that thing that drives you, the thing that drives your soul, right? And it's just talking about in this physical world, when you do this, you will be seen in the energetic side of things as standing in your power. And this is about to open so many doors for you. You're going to learn not only a lot about yourself, but you're going to start seeing the old things that maybe have put you in this state in a whole new light. And then this is when they're starting to talk about the tables turning. Because once that occurs, the tables are going to spin real hard. They're going to spin, and you are going to be blown away. And you're actually it's going to hurt you, the fact that you, at one point in time, were questioning that you couldn't do it. And they're asking you, when that day comes and she's pretty adamant it's coming soon. When that day comes, she's telling you to show yourself some growth. Sorry, they talk backwards. To show yourself some growth and to show yourself some grace. So it's one of those things where it's like you need to be kind to yourself in that moment when that realization hits you that I don't know why I ever thought I couldn't do this. This is easy. It's that which is going to actually hurt you more. All of this stress, and it's like a really heavy stress. Like I'm actually feeling like pressure on my shoulders and in the center of my shoulder blades. It's a lot of weight. They're talking about how you've been, my team calls it shallow breathing, when you've just been breathing with this like upper half of your lungs. And it's because you're holding tension within the vessel. You're holding tension. And they're asking you to fully release your breath. Like fully release and take that big exhale is what you're being asked to do. And then to trust the process. Because as you start doing this new job, which is going to scare you, which gives you a lot of stressor in the facts of everything, it's going to lead the way. You're breaking cycles and you're starting your new stuff. This is 2 decks talking about this being a cyclical thing for you, about this being your transformation moment, you know. She has not a doubt in the world that this is something that is well within your wheelhouse. I mean, she doesn't know why you're questioning it. I would stop questioning it, that you can't do it. Like, I mean, this is your magic. You know what I mean? Like this is cake for you, you know? Even though you wanna impress and you wanna do everything correct, like Sue's, like, she was shocked that that's what you want to talk about. She thought you were going to get, like, into the tea or something. She's sitting over here like, is that what she wants? Just tell her she's fine. What does she actually want to know? Like, that was the energy behind this lady. That was the energy behind this lady. Does that help you? Do you have any clarification questions or anything off of that? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the gifts. Are you still in here, Susie? I hope so, girl. I hope so. The list is open. We're doing $5 subscriber reads and we're doing $10 non-subscriber reads today. I'm just waiting to see if Susie has any other questions. If you're not a member of the website, please click the link in the bio, www.childofbalance.com, and become a member. It's only going to benefit you to become a member of the website. It really only is. Every Monday we throw like a collective read on there that you can read for the week ahead. And then Wednesday and Saturday is everything spiritual. Practices, shadow work, spiritual geometry, anything under the sun. Anything under the sun. And then when you become a member, it's 100% free, but you'll get notifications when we post coupons, when we're doing sales, when we're doing things for the holidays, new services open, all those kind of good stuff. And you also earn points. So when you do things on the website, you earn points, and those directly link into money off of services. We also have a handmade shop, that Miss Rooted Intentions. You can see her in the comments. She makes a lot of beautiful macrame and things like that. We have herb kits and candle kits and stuff like that. So feel free to peruse the website to your heart's desire. Hey. Well, thank you so much, Susan, for allowing me to be in your energy and helping you out in that way. Your team is 1,000% has your back and is not worried about this move in jobs and career. So if If it's worrying you, don't let it. Don't let it. You are putting the stress on yourself. So thank you so much for your time and your energy. Yes. Yes, that is one of my favorite things from Miss Megan is the Tree of Life macrame with the chakra systems and crystals. It's amazing. It's amazing. So guys, we're doing $10 reads today for non-subscribers, and we are doing $5 subscriber reads. We have Cash App and we have Venmo. Please come back in and after you donate, and just tell me you donated, and then we'll add you to the list. Don't want to do it again. Ron, I'm gonna wait for you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all the love taps. I see all the gifts and all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Tree of Life macrame. More attention to beautiful. Yes. I love it, man. I love it so much. We're almost at 10K likes. You guys are awesome, bro. Let me just check spaces. Alright. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I heard you were, dude. I heard you were coming up with some new stuff. The list is open. That is right, Keys. The list is open. The list is open. We have Cash App and we have Venmo. And we are doing $10 reads for non-subscribers. And we are doing $5 subscriber reads. $5 subscriber reads. Let's see what we got this energy going on today. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, the herbal stuff? Yes. I love all that stuff. Spiritual hygiene is just so important. It really is, and you don't realize how important it is until you start doing it on routine. You know, until you start making it a priority. Like, oh, for sure. For sure. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're doing $10 reads today. We're doing $5 subscriber reads. $5 subscriber reads. If anybody has a question or anything, let me know. Woo. Woo. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I sure hope so. That would be awesome if we reached For You page. That would be crazy. You know what I mean? So much love, man. The community's just been so great, to be honest. To be honest, there's just been a lot of really nice people in the community so far, and, you know, we're just really glad to help people who need it, you know? Woo! 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 So there's still just this energy in the background who really just doesn't understand that they are in control. Like, they feel very out of control in their current life situation, and they're just being reminded that they're actually in control. Like, they're going with the flow, but it's almost like their whole life going with the flow is not something that's been natural. So when we're entering a flow state, it feels very out of control because it feels like you're at the mercy of the wave that's about to hit you. And they're actually saying that this is part of your rebirth. This is part of that inner strength, because nothing's actually rocking your boat. But there's just a letting go of the reins and that trust that has to come in and that has to happen. It's kind of just like accepting your fate, but in a positive way, not the negativity of like, oh, I've accepted my fate and rolling your eyes, you know? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing $10 reads today for non-subscribers. I'm sure. What do we do with the fear, like of significant other's judgment? I'm gonna be honest. You really have to assess the situation, because there's really only like 2 or 3 possibilities with that statement that could be happening, and it's you're with a person who doesn't value you, and the judgment is coming because you're doing something and they're envious or jealous. So you're feeling the judgment or the pushback of what you're doing from this significant other. So then you have to ask yourself, is this person, showing up in this way for me because that's where they're at? Or is it because I'm actually in a place where I'm not supposed to be? So the universe is making it more and more uncomfortable until I choose myself. And if choosing myself means leaving, then that's what that means. Or it's saying, or the opposite is occurring, is that you're stopping yourself for fear that others will judge you and what they think. But at the end of the day, it's really, Silver Pony, what is up? At the end of the day, it's really just turning that and asking yourself, okay, but what's going to happen? So Carl down the street thinks I'm a weirdo. What does that actually change in my day-to-day? Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't. It should never change. How's it going? Nice to see you, man. It doesn't change how you should view yourself. And if it changes how you view yourself and your self-worth, then that's where you have to start. You have to ask yourself why you believe and adopt what other people think about you as fact, and you negate what you think about yourself. That's where you need to start. That's where that inner work, shadow work would start, is that why question of, well, when did that start? You know what I mean? When did that start for you? We're doing $10 reads today, guys. List is open. $10 for non-subscribers and $5 for subscribers. $5 for subscribers. Woo! Yes, I agree with Keys. If it truly feels right, not if you're convincing yourself mentally, if it feels in your gut right. And I'm going to be honest, butterflies are red flags. Butterflies are red flags. And it's not saying that that's not how love comes in, because it will. But the person, after the initial thing, the person who is meant for you is going to be that place where you guys find balance and peace. It's not going to be that place that gives you anxiety. The anxiety is your resonant energy not aligning with somebody else's resonant energy. Alrighty. Abuse trying reported, no one believes me. And it's the abuse is always hard. It really is, because you're not reporting it to be believed. You're reporting it more often than not because you don't want it to happen to anybody else. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a thing. It's I'm making this known. You know what I mean? And it's the hardest thing on earth when somebody tells you, no, it didn't happen. When someone tells you that didn't happen, you're sitting there are you kidding me? And abuse is hard, man. It's so hard. It's so hard. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Somebody is being asked to care for themselves energetically. To really give yourself the rest, the time, the recoup that your vessel needs during this transitional state. Somebody kind of has put themselves on the back burner for a little bit too long. And they're just being asked. They're just being asked to show yourself that care and love that you show everybody else. You know, you're a nice person, but what you lack is kindness for yourself. And they're really just talking about how your energy is sacred and it is divine energy that flows through your system. And they're just reminding you that, you know, you have to care for the vessel as much as you care for the energy. And doing so in tandem is actually what is needed right now. You know, you're uncovering a lot. You're learning a lot about yourself, your situations, your choices, your past. And they're just saying that, you know, sometimes these deep dives, these revelations can be overwhelming. They can be consuming. And they can be physically and mentally draining. You know what I mean? And they're just saying that when you're going through these things, you need to give yourself time to care for yourself. So they're just asking that you show yourself the love and grace that you deserve in a physical way, being from your vessel, but also an energetic one. You know, baths, having a spiritual bath, soaking in some Epsom salt, saging yourself, saging your home, having some meditation. And meditation can look like coloring. It can look like reading a book. It can look like a lot of different things. It could be taking a walk out in nature. Whatever your recharge is okay. It does not have to look like somebody else's. Some people, they kind of stunt themselves, you know, because they're trying so hard to do what they think other people do. And it's like, you just got to do what works for you. Like, a lot of times my meditation is not sitting down. It's not sitting down and oh, my life away. No, that's not. You know what I mean? It's like you just need to kind of re-link into this creative side of you, you know? And that's where that trust, but also that mystery lies. And it seems to be a collective truth today. You know what I mean? It just seems to be in the air today. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the time and the energy. But I'm 39 and she has guardianship over me. Yeah. That sounds hard, though. That sounds hard. That sounds hard. That's a hard space, man. That's a hard space. That is a hard space. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing your energy. Thank you for holding space. Thank you for all the love tabs. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for sharing the live with people. If you're not a member of the website, please go ahead and just join the website. It's completely free. It'll never cost you money. I would never let it. We don't spam your shit either. But what it does is it equates into points. And you can earn points from being on the website. And it equates to coupons and money off and things like that. So it only benefits you. We also post a blog 3 days a week. Monday will always be a free toss. So you can read a free toss for the week ahead. And then Wednesday and Saturday is everything spiritual under the sun. Herbal teas, baths, sacred geometry, esoteric knowledge, wisdom, crystals, candle magic. I mean, everything under the sun. Breathwork, meditation, some introductions into cultural beliefs and history, prophecy. Like, a lot of that fun stuff is there. So they're just, thank you so much for viewing the website. Thank you. Yes. I love when people view the website because if you come back, we post so often that there's something for everybody and it's only going to keep growing in its knowledge bank. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The list is open. The list is open. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for tapping the screen. Ow. Reads are $10 for non-subscribers and $5 for subscribers today. If you want to read, feel free to just donate. We have Cash App, we have Venmo, and then just come back in and tell us how you donated so we can add your name to the list. That is the name of the game. Welcome in Yoli? I was going to say YOLO, but it's an I at the end. Yoli? Or maybe it's Joe. No, Jolie would be a J. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. I love this song. I don't know if you guys listen to this song, but I think it's good. I had to shut down my phone. I was wondering where you went. I asked you a question because we were wrapping up your read, and I was asking you if there was anything else that, like, you needed specific clarification on, and then it just, you like, bloop, and I was like, oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, the question's still open to you, hun. So, if you have anything specifically, you know, that you needed clarification on or something like that. But, oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry Talk took a poop. God, that's awful. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much. I am more than appreciative of you and your energy and your donation, and I really just appreciate it. If you're not a member of the website, you should become one. We do the reads over there, and it just sounds like you're in a really big transitional state. Thank you so much. It just sounds like you're in a really big transitional state. And it sounds like you could use a little check-in. You know what I mean? When things get overwhelming. And there are a lot of things on the blog that are free that you can utilize, like grounding, breath work, and stuff like that. So when you start feeling like kind of like your head starts going and you start getting in your own way of like, I can't do this, you know, there are some things there, some exercises, some whatever that you might be able to read and kind of utilize. So feel free to just take advantage of that space fully. That's why we have it there, so it can be a go-to for people, you know what I mean? There's just so many, exactly, Keys. There's so many things you can just incorporate. It's, yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for being here. Like I said, thank you for sharing your energy, your time, and your space. It is much appreciated. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for coming back and letting us know you didn't die, because we were all sitting here like, where'd she go? Appreciate. Oh, no worries. I appreciate you to the nines. Thank you so much, Brittany, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing space. Yeah, we try to make it really user-friendly, because honestly, I get a lot of people who are actually a little bit older, and they ask questions. You have a great day too, man. You have a beautiful Saturday, dude. Ask a lot of questions, and you know, sometimes technology with our elders is not easy, so we try to make it as, you have an amazing day. Sometimes technology is not always the easiest. You know what? Woo! Up on an older road, found you wouldn't know. Welcome in. I'm not your elder. Nobody said you were. Well, technically, if we're being technical, you would be my elder. You are not elderly. You're not elderly, but technically, fair is fair, and you would be my elder. But all the love, because I value my elders, so I value my elders. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for viewing the website. Thank you for spending time and energy here. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for tapping the screen. So we have a couple spots left on the list. They were doing $10 reads today for non-subscribers, and subscribers are $5. That's the dealio today. Welcome in, welcome in. What is it? Oh, I couldn't see I just saw like the clappy emojis, and I was like, what in the world? I don't know. I tell you what, it seems like the collective is in this like state of like a massive transition, but I can't necessarily blame that for being like the undertone of a lot of messages lately, because I mean, when you just kind of take a pause, like you're really just the collective as a whole, in the community around me, at least, that I am noticing is that some people are making changes, or some people are doing the backslide thing. You know what I mean? You're either sticking with what never works out of stubbornness or fear of change, you know, or some process you told yourself, excuse me, or we're branching out into new things, which is scary, new, unknown territory, and so many people are struggling to do that change and are really hitting a little bit of a backslide right now. But for the people who are choosing to kind of take what me and Keys kind of call is like your daring leap of faith, they're having a lot of revelations and a lot of good things. A lot of good things. A lot of good things. So what do you... But that's the thing, you know, like, and people start talking about walls, and you and me talk about it all the time, but it's like we build the walls out of comfort, out of protection, but then sometimes what we fail to realize is that in building the wall to keep us safe, we're also built the wall to keep things out. And we don't necessarily always realize that we're blocking the good with the bad. It's unintentional, but it does happen. We block the good and the bad, you know? But exactly, like, it's almost like they went up to the wall where they were standing like 5 feet away from it, but they're just not ready to start dismantling it. You know what I mean? Because people think you have to take a sledgehammer to it and a crane and knock that bitch down all in 1 second. And that's really just not the case. You know what I mean? They're actually kind of talking about doing it brick by brick. You know, would serve you because at least you're doing something. You know? But it's like when you're not doing anything, and then that's when that kind of victim mentality gets kind of sucked in, you know? And it's hard to understand and all that good stuff, but 11. Well, welcome in, everybody. The list is still open for a little bit longer. We are doing $10 reads and for non-subscribers, and we're doing $5 reads for subscribers. So if you join the subscriber stuff, we're going to start doing it to where it's like subscriber days. So where subscriber gets cheaper prices on everything. Welcome in, Mary Curry 13. Welcome. So the list is open. We're doing $10 reads for non-subscribers, and we're doing $5 reads for subscribers. So we have Cash App and we have Venmo. If you're looking to get in on the action, you donate, just come back in and make sure you let us know you did that. Someone's just screaming, roll reversal. in my ear. Yep. This is everything that we've been alluding to over the past like 2 days in the collective. There's this sun energy here, and it's this sun energy is a lot of things. It's positivity. It's the ability to realize that you are truly free in what you are doing. And it's just talking about how you're finding the confidence in yourself again, to where you were unconfident in the most recent past. They're talking specifically about like a week or so, and they're saying that this newfound confidence in who you are and in the past is truly bringing in new things for you, a physical new beginning, because you're starting to see things in a completely new light. And they're also talking about this notion that realizing that not everybody who's nice to you is a friend, and not everybody who gives you shit is an enemy. And they're literally just talking about the reevaluation of what is going on right now. This just really deep rooted at the foundations reevaluation. And they're saying that this is kind of like that frank and honest truth that a lot of people run from, and it may cause some uncomfortability, like we've been kind of talking about, reaching the edge of our comfortability zone in what we do here. But they're talking about this kind of ebbing in a new flow and a new beginning, a beckoning of, and an end to the sorrow, but bringing in the happiness, because when you're starting to realize who's for you and who's not, you're realizing that you're never really left out. You're just in the wrong group. You know what I mean? Like, once you realize that you're not where you should be, what happens is that your energy then starts pulling you to where you're meant to be. And then those kind of woes of not being with the right people, or that idea kind of again of like having nobody, or I don't really have friends, I have acquaintances kind of a feeling, kind of gets left at the wayside. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna light me one of these incense sticks. Oh my God. I tell you what, dude, Keys, that has been kind of like this flowing message lately. The reevaluation of relationships in your life, both platonic and romantic. You know what I mean? It's really just starting to come back full circle again, dude. What about family and those bonds? Welcome in, Dark Femme. What about family and those bonds? I'll tell you what, not all of your family, which would be your blood relatives, are always somebody that has your best intentions in mind. And sometimes it's not that they're bad people or anything even close to that. Sometimes it's truthfully just that that's where they're at in life. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Sometimes they're just at a point in life where if they can't show up for themselves, how do you expect them to show up for you? You know what I mean? There's just this kind of realization that you have to have, that sometimes when people do things that we deem like you don't quite understand how somebody could do something, you have to take a step back and you have to stop looking at it from your perspective of being like, well, I would never do that. Well, no, but you're not where they're at. It doesn't mean you're better. It doesn't mean they're worse. That's not what it means. But they're just at a different point than you're at on the journey. You know what I mean? So sometimes the people that can't show up for themselves, and it's obvious what those people are and where they're at, you can't expect them to then turn around and show up for you if they can't even do it for themselves. And yeah, there are some people who will do it for others and never do it for themselves, but that within itself at its core is a coping mechanism. You know what I mean? That's that excessive giving mentality, because they actually view that as where they place their self-worth. So they place their self-worth outside of themselves. And when they place their self-worth outside of themselves, they do all these tasks for others, and they think by the successfulness of completing the tasks, they now have worthiness. They are now worthy. They are now a good person. When in reality, they were good all along. It's just that seeking of outside validation. You know what I mean? But you can't be mad at somebody, you know what I mean, who can't show up for themselves because they didn't show up for you. And then the question you have to ask yourself is, well, why am I entertaining an energy that isn't showing up for me? Like, what about it? And it's not saying you need to cut them off and go cold turkey. That's not this kind of conversation. It's not that energy is what I'm feeling. So it's almost like it really just comes down to the what in you is making you stay and allow this energetic connection that is one-sided. Because if it's not a give-take, if it's not reciprocity, right? If they're not showing up for you, even in the way that they can, with the equal value that you show up for them the way that you can, if that's not reciprocal and it's not a give-take, then really you're just saying that you have bad boundaries and that you're always giving and someone's always taking. Takers are takers. The more you give, the more they'll take. That's how that works. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things, like, we have to be the ones who monitor that within ourselves. No one's going to monitor that for us. You know what I mean? And if it bothers us that that's what we're doing, then that's actually something we need to fix within ourselves. Sometimes it's just not being on the phone for 4 hours while somebody vents to you. Sometimes it's not lending somebody money every time they ask for it. If they still have never paid you back and they're not really, it's become an expected thing. It's not actually showing gratitude or grace. You know what I mean? Or if they always have something bad to say and something's always negative. You know, it's just kind of showing up in that way of being like, okay, so what am I going to put a stop to? I'll talk to you on the phone, but then once you get complaining, I got to go do something. I got to call you back. You know what I mean? And that's just energetically placing up a boundary. It's not necessarily putting a stone wall, you know, up and going, well, I'm not talking to you ever because XYZ. No, it's just saying that you are acknowledging within your energy and within yourself that this is harming you energetically more than it's helping you. Because if at the end of the day, if it's draining you, then it's taking more than it's giving. It's not reciprocal. If at the end of the day you are drained, you know what I mean, then it's taking without replenishing. So whether or not it's under the label of family or it's work or it's friends or it's significant others, it really makes no difference. It really doesn't, because those are labels that we have chose to put on things. It's the energy behind those things that matter, you know? It truthfully is. You know? I don't know if that makes sense or not. Does that make sense, mama? I love this song. It's my grandma's song right here. Sun under the boardwalk. We'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. How can the bar under the boardwalk? I hear you. Okay, let's try to keep that in mind. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. I'm thinking with my baby, where I'll be. Under the boardwalk. Alrighty. I got 101 on the clock. I think I gotta bounce. So I got to do a couple things. So thank you so much for all of the love and appreciation, and all the love taps, and all the donations, and all the gifts, and all the time and energy spent here in the room today. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all those. Okay, the second I say I'm going to go, I got someone tapping on my wall. Thank you for all the love and time you've spent here. If you don't follow Keys of Wisdom, please go ahead and follow Keys of Wisdom 369. If you do not follow Rooted Intentions, please go ahead and follow Rooted Intentions. Those two and me create the Child of Balance business. We do have the website. It's in the bio, in the link tree above. It's www.childofbalance.com. Become a member. It's completely free. It'll never cost you money. And we don't spam any of your shit. But what it will do is it allows you to earn points when you interact on the website. And then when you earn points, it directly leads into money off of services. You also get notified every time we update a service. If we're having specials or deals, especially with the holidays coming up, you'll get notified of all of that. And then we have what we call the free tree of knowledge. So basically what ends up happening is that we post 3 times a week. Monday is always a card toss. So it's a mini read Monday. It's free. And it's just what to know for the week ahead. And then Monday, that happens. And then Wednesday and Saturday is anything spiritual. So we do herbal recipes, sacred geometry, prophecy, traditions, spiritual practices, candle magic, all those kinds of stuff is all on the website, and it's free to kind of get you started. There's a wealth of knowledge there, and it's updated 3 times a week. So feel free to utilize those spaces. Thank you so much. Have a happy rest of your Saturday. We will be on Duo. Me and Keys of Wisdom 369 tomorrow, Sunday. So please feel free to join us tomorrow, Sunday. We will be going dual, and we'll be doing dual reads and dual pulls. So thank you so much for all the love and support. Have a happy rest of your Saturday. Maybe.